I watched my father's face lose all color, as he realized the house he bragged about actually belonged to me. My name is Emily. I'm 34 years old. And every Thanksgiving, my family reminded me I was a failure. Same table. Same people. Same humiliation. Still renting, my dad would say, loud enough for everyone to hear. Your brother owns 2 properties already. What have you done with your life? My mom would nod quietly. My brother, Jason, would smirk like he didn't need to say anything at all. And the rest of the family? They just watched. Every single year. I never argued. Never raised my voice. Never tried to prove them wrong. Because I didn't need to. I knew something they didn't. And this year, they were about to find out. Thanksgiving dinner started like it always did. The house was full of noise, laughter, dishes clinking, conversations overlapping. But for me, it felt cold. I walked in wearing something simple. No designer labels. No flashy jewelry. I had learned a long time ago. People who judge you by appearances don't deserve to see your reality. Dinner had barely started when it began. Emily, my dad said, cutting into the turkey. Tell me you finally stopped wasting money on rent. A few people chuckled. I took a small sip of water. No. Still renting. He shook his head, disappointed. At your age, that's just irresponsible. No assets. No security. Jason leaned back in his chair. You should really think about investing, Em. It's not that complicated. I smiled softly. I'll think about it. Because the truth? I was already miles ahead of them. Then, everything changed. My phone buzzed on the table. I didn't reach for it in time. My dad picked it up instead. Let's see who's so important, he said casually. I didn't stop him. Because I knew exactly what he was about to see. He looked at the screen. And froze. His expression shifted instantly. What is this? He asked, his voice suddenly uncertain. I leaned back slightly. Go ahead. Answer it. The room went quiet. He hesitated, then picked up the call. Hello? A calm, professional voice came through. Good evening, sir. We're calling to confirm the rental payment for the Oak Ridge property. We just need verification from the owner. My dad frowned. The owner? Slowly, he turned to look at me. Confusion. Doubt. Fear. I met his eyes. That would be me. Silence. Complete silence. Jason sat up straight. What are you talking about? I folded my hands calmly. The house you're living in, I said. The one you love to show everyone. I paused. I bought it 2 years ago. My mom shook her head. No, that's not possible. I nodded gently. It is. The previous owner sold it to an investment company. I let the words settle. My company. My dad looked like he couldn't breathe. We own this house, he said weakly. You thought you did, I replied calmly. But you've been paying rent every month. I held his gaze. To me. No one spoke. The same people who had watched me get humiliated year after year. Now sat there, completely speechless. I never said anything, I continued, my voice steady. Because I didn't need validation. I looked around the table. You all measure success by what's visible, big houses, expensive things, appearances. Then I leaned forward slightly. I measure it by independence and control. Jason finally spoke, his voice quieter now. Why didn't you tell us? I gave a small shrug. Would you have listened? No one answered. Because deep down, they knew the truth. I stood up slowly. For years, I sat here and let you call me a failure, I said. While I handled repairs, paperwork, and everything else behind the scenes. I picked up my coat. And none of you ever thought to ask what I was actually doing with my life. I walked toward the door, then paused. Here's the thing about being underestimated. I turned slightly, just enough for them to hear me clearly. It gives you time to build something, without anyone noticing. And then I left. No one stopped me. No one said a word. For the first time in my life, there was no laughter. No judgment. No humiliation. Just silence. Because sometimes, the most powerful revenge isn't proving people wrong. It's letting them realize they were wrong all along.